Spark FM.
Young chicken man be ballin', deep chick pigeon toed, some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Good morning.
The all-new Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the morning. We are here. It is a lovely Tuesday, 7/23, July 23rd, 2024. What a day it is to be alive.
Good morning.
Hey, Trez, how are you?
I'm good.
Sauce is over there doing some reconstruction.
In the place to be on a Tuesday. In the place to be.
Sauce, you look like a green machine today.
I look like the Jolly Green Jackass.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yes. Good morning. This is Saucy and Friends in the morning with your host, the most, Miss Hot Sauce, the boss, Miss Tony B. Known, yours truly, Rockstone Triz. We are in the vicinity to cover all your around the way news, your national news, and your entertainment news.
Yeah.
And it is always news and as usual.
News and as usual.
But before we get into that, we will check in with each other, see how each other's nights and evenings was going on. And we will check in with the people as well and see how you were doing too. Miss Tony, how are you?
I'm good. Today is a cooler day. I like it. It's a little cooler than, it's cool. I like it.
It's cool. This is probably the coldest it's been in life.
Well, I think it's extra cold in here because that AC is firm and crisp.
It is crisp. It is a very crisp AC. We've got to be delicate with it.
I should have put on a pants today because...
So this is my problem. I usually do a good, check in the morning of what the weather is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Today it said 79. So I'm like, it's hot. I can still get away with a little dress, whatever.
Yeah.
However, it is friggin' cold outside.
Yeah.
It's friggin' cold.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining about the cold because I would rather this weather instead of 97.
Yeah.
However, it's cold.
It is. But I'm not complaining about it because I kind of like it. This is prime nap weather.
Yes.
Right here, what it is.
It
Just
is.
your fan, crack your window open a little bit. I'm doing good. Last night was a good night. We were here last night cleaning up the station. That was a good time. I don't know why I had fun doing that last night, breaking down boxes and things like that.
No, it was really actually therapeutic a little bit.
It was cool. Sparkell helped, which was really nice.
Spark out help.
He was helping. That baby was helping last night.
He was ripping down the boxes,
Yes,
right?
he
Couldn't
was.
tell him nothing.
And
And he was tired too because he got vaccines early in the day.
Oh,
But
he did?
Yeah, he still
Dog
did his
get vaccine?
You didn't call
Yeah.
Auntie and tell her the baby was getting vaccine.
I forgot why we was going in there, but they was like, he's got 2 more
What did you get, the
shots today.
COVID vaccine?
No, they're parvo, they're ticks and Lyme and all kind of things. Like they got to get boosters all the time to make sure that whatever doggy diseases are out there, that they're saved from it. Because
disease, huh?
they don't have long to live. They don't live long.
They got about 20, 25
No,
years.
about 15, 14 is the max that
Get
you
out
get.
of here.
There's a couple that I think the oldest dog was like 25 years old. That was they used like the Guinness book, and I think it was like 21 years.
Because
So in my-
dogs in 1 year is like
7
7 years?
Yeah, 7
Wow.
years.
On
They
my
get
little
old.
show that I watch, Royal Pains, which I'm now in season 4, before. I love this little show. I don't know why I love this show too much. But the guy yesterday, they were training mini horses to be guide dogs, to be seeing eye dogs for blind people. Because the mini horses can live up to 50 years when dogs can only live up to a certain amount of years.
Yeah.
So that's what they were doing. I was like, wow, that's so crazy.
That is so cool too.
mini horse.
Me too. I want a mini horse.
Where do you put it?
In your backyard.
No, you got the big side yard to y'all.
Yeah, well, we will graze
put a
it
barn right there.
and put a little farm barn. Yeah, a little barn so he can put hay in it, and then him and Sparkle could be best
Oh,
friends.
we put it in the side yard over there.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I tried to convince Danielle to get Sparkle a bird. That didn't work.
No, Sparkle will eat
So
the
he can
bird.
say, that's exactly what I said. I said, Spark, he won't eat it, he will chew it.
Yeah.
By the way, Mike, I have a cat named Soka, you guys, and Soka came home with a bird in his mouth yesterday.
Oh, heck no.
And she killed a cardinal. She's killed mad birds. There's blue jays. So around our way, we got
Soka
blue jays,
is a
cardinals.
murderer.
We got all the birds. We got eagles around there. And yesterday she came home with a bird in its mouth, and I'm like, no, take it out, no, spit it out, drop it.
Oh my gosh.
And the bird, when the bird dropped, I thought the bird was dead, but
Oh.
the bird walked away.
The bird's like, thank you.
She was playing with them.
Like,
That's what
yeah.
cats do, though. They attack things and then they play with them until they kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's oh my gosh, so good.
Another
That's
thing about a
crazy.
bird that I meant to tell you, but it was too long to type. So when we was walking back yesterday on our morning walk, there was a bird that literally was following us. Like it would like I would turn around and would look me dead in the face, and then when we would walk a few steps, it would jump right back to the next little wall.
Yeah.
and it kept doing that, and a couple times it would fly and kind of swoop down, and that's what was like, oh my god,
But
get away from the dog.
I had a duck follow me on a walk one time, and I was walking around a reservoir, and the duck had come out of the water to like look at me and see what I was doing first, and then when I started walking, it went into the water and followed me as I was walking like along the water. I was turning corners and stuff. The duck was turning, coming.
That was very insane.
What you want?
It's attacking you.
Food. Food. Don't be downtown. Have y'all ever seen the white folks feed the people, feed the squirrels downtown?
Oh, and down
they
in
be
the
coming on.
They
laps and
bring
stuff.
what's it
they
called?
bring
The
a lot
Boston
of bread.
Garden? What's the name?
Boston Commons.
Oh yeah, that place. It should be called the Boston Garden. That makes more sense.
I guess
Anyway,
Schneider says cats get so confused like that. They think they are bringing home birds and squirrels to feed their family. Oh, they were. You should have ate the bird
that's
for
what they
the
do.
cat.
oh hell no.
And us as owners, we think that they're bringing little trophies over to the.
I remember Mom's cat Frisky. You remember Frisky? Frisky
Yep.
had brought in a squirrel one time, and I remember we had a cat one time, and I went and I opened my room door, and the cat was sitting in front of my door playing with a mouse. I went out Sparkell's window to leave that house. I was like, I went right out Sparkell.
That's so funny because Sparkell literally goes to that window every day when me and CK leaves. Literally, I think I took pictures of him. He runs from the front door and he knows that he can't go, and he goes extremely to that window, and it's just like,
Help! That's how he does it.
help! Don't leave me! Leave me! Don't
Yeah.
leave me!
No. Don't bring me no rewards. How was your evening, Saucy?
My evening was good. My evening was actually really good. We had dropped the boy to karate, and then we went for a walk at Pope John Park, and we met I met a Dalmatian. It was the first Dalmatian I've ever seen in real life, I believe.
Your first one?
I feel like I've never actually seen a Dalmatian.
A live one.
Yeah, a live one close up. He was 5 months old. He was awesome.
Oh, wow.
But that's a really great park to walk. That is but it is a park that you could easily get a little discombobulated because where am I?
What
How
park?
do I get back? The one over there by Neponset or Quincy when you're going to like the car wash, but you go in there where they have all the soccer and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really, really great park to go in and just kind of, walk. But it is a lot of different pieces, moving pieces.
It's a lot of different paths up there, right?
Yes. But anyways, in the interest of time, let's get this moving. Let's get this show on the road. I hate when people call my phone. It makes me angry. Spark FM Online, let's go.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com. The People Station. What is that? What is that? Spark FM.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh,
Beep,
yeah.
beep, beep.
Suki now. Real funky with it.
What you know about jam? What's that song? How does that song go? What's the rap part?
The Coeur d'Alene joint?
No, Mace and Betha.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bury the hate and
That's how it goes.
yeah. Bad boy. Anyhow, people, you like that place, Larry? So what day this week we going on our pack walk? Because we haven't done that for a while. We haven't packed walked in a while. So let's do that tomorrow. Either today or tomorrow. But let's get into the news. Today is July 23rd, 2024. July 23rd, 2024. Whose birthday? Oh, this is my ex-boyfriend in college's birthday. Sean D'Souza.
It's Renell's birthday. Happy 50th birthday to Renell.
We about to celebrate. We're gonna turn up with Renell.
This isn't cancers now. This is
Leo.
Leos. Shout out to the Leos.
We're
Leo
August.
season.
It's August.
And then after that,
No,
it's
this
the
is
birthday.
July.
This is July. So Leo season, we are in here, and guess who announced that they're not having a Leo? Boston. No, let me stop. I lied. Let me see. Today is the 23rd of July. It's cool. It is Tuesday. It's going to be cloudy, slight chance of rain shower, high near 80 degrees, winds in the east-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's about 9:35 a.m. in the morning, and right now it's brisk. It's a little on the chill side. It's a crisp morning, very crisp. So make sure you guys have on a little hoodie, such as myself, or a little jean, a shirt, jacket, or a small windbreaker. And that is my advice for today. To kick off this bright and sunny day, we'll kick it off with a little bright and sunny sunshine. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu is expecting her third child.
Yeah.
Mayor Michelle Wu announced on Monday that she and her husband are expecting a new child. Her due date is in January.
Yeah.
What's today? Oh, July.
July.
August, September, October. Oh, she got time. Because I was like, I
How
just
long
seen
is
it.
that though?
January is 5 months away. So she is, what is it,
6.
6 months? 4 months.
So she's at least 3 months.
Yeah, 3-ish months-ish. Yeah. Mayor Manosh, Connor, Blaze, Cass, and I can't wait to welcome another little one to our family and to Boston. Wu said in a statement, I'm grateful to live in this welcoming community that has become the best home for my family, that my family could imagine. And I'm grateful to know and represent so many hardworking families throughout the city who inspire me every day. Wu told the Boston Globe her pregnancy will not change her intention to run for re-election.
Oh, thank God.
I plan to run. We'll make an announcement when the time is right about formal launch of a campaign, she said, according to the newspaper. But there's a lot of work to do. And if anything, this exciting news gives me even more motivation and determination that we have to show what's possible in Boston at a time where our action is needed as an example far beyond our city. So congratulations to Mayor Wu and her family on the expectation, on the
I know.
what is it called? Expectation.
On the
Expecting.
yes, unexpected. I hope it's a little girl.
Yes, me too. I thought it would be really cute if it was a little girl.
Yeah.
And they should name her Danielle because that rhymes with Michelle.
Those kids are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blaze.
But Connor,
what is-
Blaze, and Cass, wasn't it?
Connor, Blaze,
husband,
Cass,
Blaze
and
Cass is
Danielle.
Get him a little Chinese name, boo.
No, I know. I'm watching these right now. I'm watching these little Black Asian girls going to the hair salon here for the first time. They're from Korea, and their names are Yuri and Dasomi.
And Desomi.
Dasomi, yeah.
See,
Let's
she
name
should
it.
name her something
Desomi?
like Nyong.
What's her name?
Dasomi and Yuri. I like Yuri.
I like Yuri.
I think that's really cute.
Disown me don't sound nice.
Disown me. It sounds like disown me.
Yeah.
Dasomi.
I like it though. I like little kids.
Congratulations, Mayor Wu.
I know.
I know.
Congratulations. That's gonna be pretty.
I know, and I like the idea of a baby in office. I always thought that the Obamas should have had a baby.
Me
in
too,
office
a boy.
when they were there. Yeah.
A little boy.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would've been dope.
Janet
The last
said she thought it was blasé.
the last,
That's what she said.
the last baby we had in the White House was
Baron.
no. JFK, that his wife had John Jr. while they were in the White House.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's good. Good for them. Taunton. So this is one of the biggest stories to hit Boston.
Yeah.
One of the biggest stories to hit Boston. Taunton mayor charged for allegedly biting, attacking husband during an argument. Her husband told reporters that it was a mistake to call the police and apologize to his wife and the people of Taunton. He sounds like an abuse victim. The mayor of Taunton is facing domestic assault charges after she allegedly bit her husband and hit him with a small gasket cleaner on Friday night, according to court documents.
Gasket cleaner.
You look that up and see what that is.
I will.
Shauna O'Connell, a former Republican state representative.
Like a can or something, an aerosol can.
Shauna O'Connell, a former Republican state representative and a third-term mayor of the city, pleaded not guilty to assault and battery on a family member and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon in court on Monday. Ted O'Connell told police that he and his wife had an argument over marital issues. Like sex that turned physical. Court doc said. He said Shauna allegedly bit him on his left forearm and also hit his right hand and knuckles with the small gasket cleaner. The officer observed the wounds on Ted, who refused medical treatment and an emergency restraining order. Officers then found Shauna inside their Worcester Street home, shut inside an upstairs room, according to the police report filed in court. She told officers she did not know what happened or how Ted was injured, but said Ted had been verbally abusive to her. Shauna, who began her third term as mayor earlier this year, was arrested, placed in handcuffs, and taken to police headquarters for booking, the police said. Ted walked out of the district court Monday morning, hand in hand with his wife, when he told television reporters that he apologizes for calling the police after the incident. I apologize to my wife and the people of Taunton. It was a huge mistake, he said. Previously, Shauna represented Bristol County's 3rd district in the Massachusetts House of Representatives, which was made up most of Taunton and one precinct of Easton. She was elected there in 2010 and served until 2020. In a joint statement from the couple provided to Boston.com, Shauna and Ted said they have been married for 27 years. Like all couples, we have had challenges, the statement said. We've been working through marital issues. During an argument, Ted involved the police and regrets making that decision. We ask for privacy for our family on a personal issue as we work through this matter. She has taken a little leave right now. She was released on bail. And look at them, just,
So what happens? Can they impeach her for that?
I would assume so, because that's not, civic-like behavior.
I stand by that statement. I apologize for calling the police. I apologize to my wife and the people of Taunton. It was a huge mistake.
Mayor, anything you want to say?
She's like, let's get out of here.
She snatched his arm quick.
She's probably squeezing it right there.
Yep. Come on.
He looked like he was drinking all weekend.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He's got that drunk red.
Yes,
Yes.
drunk red. So, how do you guys feel in the comment section about this? Had it had been a man and a woman, this would have not ended the same way.
Finn said this man's in a abusive relationship.
That's how I feel. I feel like what I just witnessed was, was classic case of Stockholm syndrome.
I don't know, because this is me passing judgment. The redness that he has on him, that drunk red, he probably says some real nasty stuff to her sometimes.
Really nasty things.
Yeah, he probably calls her the C word all the time and things like that. So
and she bit him out of frustration.
Yeah, because he probably, tried to restrain her or something, and she was like, she bit him in self-defense. And then he go call
and then his drunk ass called the police.
Exactly.
Then he know that she the whole mayor of the whole entire damn town.
Because that's what they do, gaslight.
Janet said he regrets calling the police instead of beating her back.
Yep.
I mean, that they probably are used to fighting each other like that in the
That's
house.
what it sounds like. It sounds like they just be brawling.
And then this time he was a little bit too done to realize that he shouldn't be calling the police.
You know what I'm gonna I'm gonna call the police. Call the police. You know that you've got everything to lose.
That's kind of messed up that he actually made a statement and said he stands by a statement that he regrets calling the police.
He made it. Well, she first said that he made a mistake, and then he came out and made the statement after, is what I read. Yeah. Crazy. I'm
not laughing at this. What I'm laughing at is the obvious way that the world plays in our face. Had that been a black couple, this would have been national CNN news.
Gosh.
This would have hit all the circuits all over the place. A black mayor in Massachusetts.
Mayor Adams and somebody else.
Yeah, like that would have been completely.
Does he have a wife? New York?
Eric Adams? I don't think so. He looked like he might be a little different.
No, he looked like if he had a wife, she would be Asian.
Wife.
No, because he would want something a little exotic.
Oh, exotic? Yeah. This is a nice little Middle Eastern.
Maybe a little from Lebanese. Oh, she look.
Guyanese.
Oh, no, we got to take that back, y'all.
Oh, she's a black woman.
That's a black woman. Miss Tracy
Comics.
Comics.
That's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks nice.
Black.
Ooh, she looks regal.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Go, Eric.
Yes,
That's
Eric, you
nice.
just got a little point with me. Do Eric got point? Do we like Eric?
I don't know.
I think he's on the fence.
I think he's
somewhat controversial. He's done some things, but he's all right.
How old is he?
He's got good teeth.
Those are not his teeth.
Long time girlfriend.
Whoever's teeth it is, it's nice. Whoever he got them teeth from is nice.
He's got choppers.
Airlines in Boston struggle to recover from CrowdStrike outage impact. They better fix it. They better fix it now.
What's Sarah?
They better fix it.
Sarah was supposed to go to New York, couldn't get out to go to New York.
Really?
She ended up driving down to Virginia yesterday. She had to be in Virginia. And then to come back from Virginia, she had to fly to Providence because they didn't have any.
Fly to Providence to go to Virginia?
To come back from Virginia.
What? Oh, and then drive to Boston. Oh, okay.
To find her way back to Boston.
Fallout from Friday's CrowdStrike continues Tuesday morning as airlines struggle to recover from meltdown. Companies are still working to schedule flights and reunite customers with their belongings, but even those efforts have been challenging. There weren't only lines of people at Boston International Airport Tuesday morning, but also lines of luggage. There was so much luggage stranded at Logan Airport, some that may have made it there after its owner, some before, and reuniting these suitcases and bags with their owners is apparently going to be a long process. That's because the delays and cancellation into and out of Logan continue Tuesday morning, a rippled effect from Friday's CrowdStrike outage. Imagine people who would be sneaking a little bit of food in there, a little bit of meat in their packaged things so they could bring it home. They probably packed it good to melt it and the ice is all, and then the food is filled with blood and
wow, you went far away.
Sorry. Imagine the people who was transporting skulls and human remains and things like that. That's terrible. Go ahead, yes.
Here's a clip.
Airlines still struggling to recover from Friday's computer meltdown.
Well, they've been trying to reschedule flights and return and reunite travelers with their luggage, but it's been challenging.
Yeah, NBC 10's Alicia Palumbo is live at Logan Airport. Alicia, it seems like Delta has been hit the hardest here.
Yeah, Delta,
yeah, Raul, it's been a rough several days for them. But unlike Friday, it's not the lines of people that we're seeing here at Logan Airport. It's the lines of luggage left behind and stranded here inside the airport. There's so much luggage here at Logan. Some that may have made it here before its owner, some before, some after, and reuniting these suitcases and bags with their owners is apparently going to be a long process. That's because the delays and cancellations into and out of Logan continue this morning, a ripple effect from Friday's CrowdStrike outage. According to FlightAware's misery map, Boston tops the misery map this morning with 24 cancellations and 23 delays. Delta is still having the hardest time getting its flights back on track with 19 of those canceled flights into and out of Logan. And air travelers are not only exhausted, but upset at the lack of communication and assistance from the airlines.
Look.
hardest time getting
I
it.
just want y'all to see how many bags.
See, I mean, this is when the scam of them days should come out.
Delays. Delta is still having
If
the
I
hardest
go
time
to the
getting
airport and just go take one of them
its
bags,
flights back on
what
track.
would
with
happen?
19
I mean, how
of
can
those
they? Who gonna
canceled
stop? Who
flights
gonna check
into
me,
and
boo?
out of Logan.
Right?
But that sucks if you get a
upset,
stupid
the lack of
one.
communication and assistance from the airlines.
Like nothing, no vouchers, no accommodation.
All the hotel here a day was $370. So I tried to ask if we were gonna get a refund. I don't have a complete answer on that yet.
It's a terrible experience. Like it's like 4 days in travel, really, because of all the delays. So frustrated.
4 days in travel.
So frustration remains, but some hope this morning as some travelers that we've spoken to over the last 2 days have said that they are getting communications, that their luggage is here. They're getting notifications. It's just a matter of getting back here to Logan to actually pick it up. That's the latest live at Logan.
Wow. I thought they dropped off your luggage to you too.
Yeah, right. Not all of them.
They're supposed to.
In that case, though, that'd be hell trying to figure out where, because most people ain't gonna write their whole name and address on little sticky things as they should. And that's what y'all problem is y'all don't take no time to write it. And if you do write it, you write it all sloppy and illegible.
So what did they say? These people have been stuck. These people have been stuck there at the airports. At the airport for 4 days.
What happened?
They've been stuck at the airport for 4 days.
Yeah, he said he's been in travel for 4 days.
That wasn't gonna be me. I was
That's
gonna
crazy.
be. I was just gonna. Y'all got to put me up in a hotel.
But I was gonna say usually, all right. So a big airline like Delta,
Yeah.
Delta doesn't have insurance to put up at least up to like 400 people inside a.
I don't know because I've been, have sat and waited for a Delta flight, and they were offering those people like $1,200 to give up.
Why they never ask? Do they do some? Sometimes that sucks when they start offering them seats, and you're like, damn. If it was any other circumstances, I haphazardly will.
Yep.
But sometimes when the cruise and stuff like that, like, damn,
Yeah.
damn. Let me give up my ticket. Put me up in a hotel. Let me get a little extra day.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yeah.
What did click this one? What did Jess say?
There's a Ticketmaster
There was a
glitch.
breach in Ticketmaster. If you ever ordered through Ticketmaster or Ticketmaster Live Nation, your info was compromised. This world is so. I mean, I feel like my information is compromised every day living in America. I feel like whatever information they wanted to get from me, they almost probably already have it.
Yeah, I would say anybody doing identity
What
fraud
you
on
mean
me
if
is
you
just
ever ordered
practicing
from
because I ain't got nothing you
Ticketmaster
want.
Live Nation? Nah, they need to fix that.
I mean, what they gonna do?
They need to fix that.
They gonna charge my account. What they gonna charge? They gonna be like insufficient funds.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't gonna go through.
Who made Ticketmaster to ticket people?
Anybody doing fraud on me is just practicing. I ain't got nothing you want. I don't got it.
But debt and struggles.
That's it.
And you can get that on your own. You don't
Pain
need mine.
and bills is all I got.
Pain and
Oh,
bills.
let me tell y'all a joke. So the other day, I found a check in my bag.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I've been looking for this check. I don't know, maybe but I thought I had deposited. I didn't know what happened. So anyways, I went to the bank and I deposited the check. And then a couple of days later,
I hope it wasn't no check from me.
I
because
see a negative in my
Yeah,
account.
they took that.
Negative what the check was, negative $500.
Why? They was like, you already did
And
that.
I was like, what is this? Why they do that for? But I called them. They said, brother, you already deposited this check.
Mobile deposit?
What it was is I did the mobile deposit
Yep.
and forgot to throw the check away and rip it up.
I always write void or deposited on
Yeah.
it because I would be depositing mad checks.
Yeah,
mad of them.
Redeposited.
Sir, that's
Sir.
fraud.
Yeah.
Oops, sir. My bad.
They didn't
My
have
bad.
to negatate it though.
Right. Why don't y'all leave it in there? Hold on. It's all right. What you got next?
Man charged in stabbing of a 68-year-old man in Roxbury in 2022 found not guilty. A Boston man accused in the stabbing of a 68-year-old woman in Roxbury in 2022 has been found not guilty on all charges. Authorities allege that Ranley Flores stabbed the woman on Deckard Street in December 2022 while she was handling belongings near the back of an SUV. Police said the woman fought back in the alleged assault, suffering a stab wound to her chest that was not life-threatening. Flores was arrested a few days later on a outstanding warrant stemming from a separate incident, and he was charged in the stabbing. A jury found Flores not guilty in June of the 2 charges he faced in the stabbing. So who stabbed her? What?
What? Authorities allege that. Okay.
A jury found Flores not to be guilty. Authorities alleged that Ranley Flores stabbed the woman on Deckard Street in December 22 while she was handling belongings near the back of her SUV. Police said the woman fought back in the alleged assault, suffering a stab wound to her chest that was not life-threatening. So he stabbed her, but he got off? Okay.
A few days later,
They not gonna say nothing. They not gonna say nothing.
This is interesting.
Where are the details about why he was found not guilty, and if he didn't do it, who did? Identity politics are now the most important part of jury deliberations in mass. Yeah, I don't understand what is this story? What is this entire story? It's very people just got to stop stabbing other people.
All the stories say the same thing. It's weird.
Major Boston area bank to shut down. Shutter 7 branches. America's most convenient bank. What is this? TD Bank?
Yeah, TD Bank.
Why?
I don't know, because is TD
Bank of
Bank
America
very popular here?
No, but Bank of America is shut down a lot too, right?
It did, yeah.
But I think the Bank of America's strategy is to focus more on digital banking. I believe it is. I might have
shutting down the Stop and Shops, the banks, everything.
Yeah.
It's shutting down. The closure comes as TD Bank works to restructure its physical location. So TD Bank is closing 7 branches in Massachusetts, including 2 in Boston. In addition to the Boston locations, the bank is closing branches in Belmont, Brewster, Burlington, Lexington, and Pocasset.
Oh.
Did y'all know that we had a Pocasset?
What is a poker set? Poker face. I'm not trying to see nobody.
According to a bank statement, the branches will close on September 20th. According to the Office of the Comptroller and of the Currency, 2 other branches were recently closed in Worcester and South Hadley. The bank regularly evaluates its physical store network and looks for opportunities to better align our network of stores to best serve our customers through our optimal mix of convenient TD Bank locations and digital banking products and services, TD Bank said in a statement. TD Bank said they are making the transition as smooth as possible for impacted customers. Additionally, the bank will support impacted colleagues with resources to assist with the transition. After the closures, TD Bank will continue to have 126 locations in Massachusetts. TD Bank North America, it's headquartered in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and is a multinational TD Bank Group subsidiary. TD is the 6th largest bank in North America by assets and serves over 27.5 million customers globally, according to SEC filings.
Wow,
On April 30th, TD had $1.07 trillion in assets. $1.07 trillion.
Who the CEO is? He got a wife?
Child. So they're closing the Boston locations are Cambridge Street and Franklin Street.
Oh, but they ain't closing the TD Garden.
Shut up. Obama didn't do that. They can't close that one.
Oh, they just gonna close close a little bank, but they ain't gonna close the big old garden.
They can't close
That's
the
a
garden.
big money maker for them.
That's
the
a
biggest.
trillion. That's the 0.7 trillion
Right.
that they got
Right
in
there.
that garden.
Fine. They can keep it open if they want to.
But
Whatever.
TD Bank's not that bad. They're very helpful.
What made you decide to bank with them?
Because it's around the corner. That's it. That's just around the corner.
Where's that?
And it's not
I'm
a
about to
matter.
open it
I
up.
don't like the frequent Mattapan Square being a Mattapanian. Mattapan Square is reserved for the immigrants and the undocumented.
Wow. Wow.
The views expressed by Roxanne Drews are not the views
I like to
expressed
consider
by
myself
Spark FM.
a Mattapanian / Roslindalian.
Oh, where is it around here?
High Parkian.
Around here. What? TD Bank.
There's one right there, Roslindale, by the shopping center.
Oh.
Stop and Shop and all that.
Stop and Shop.
Stop and Shop. all
Oh,
that.
yeah. Okay, up there
I'm
by the
still
pizza.
lost.
Pizza. Boston House of Pizza. Where we get the burgers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's right
Uh-huh,
there.
it is there. I see it.
Yep, it's right there. I seen it right with my
Yeah.
own 2 eyes.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, oh, I see it.
A Westfield woman gets probation for calling in a hoax bomb threat at Boston Children's Hospital. You gotta be a real piece of shit.
She got
to do
what?
that.
Probation?
A Westfield woman has been sentenced to 3 years of probation for calling in a fake bomb threat at Boston's Children's Hospital as it faced a barrage of harassment over its surgical program for transgender youth. Catherine Levy pleaded guilty last year in federal court to charges including making a false bomb threat. Authorities said that threat was made in August 2022 at the hospital while the hospital was facing an onslaught of threats and harassment. The hospital launched the country's first pediatric and adolescents transgender health program. I didn't know that. The U.S. Attorney's Office announced Monday that she had been sentenced on Thursday. Her attorney, Forrest O'Neill Greenberg, didn't immediately respond to a request seeking comment. The hospital, because of its focus on far-right social media accounts, news outlets, and bloggers last year after they found informational YouTube videos published by the hospital about surgical offerings for transgender patients. Again, I am a very vocal proponent or person who does not believe that transgender surgery should be provided to young people until the age of 18 years old, when you are a legal adult and you can make your own decision. I believe you could dress how you want, you can identify how you want, you could do whatever. But when it comes to permanentness of your body, that it should be saved till you are 18 years. You can't get your damn ears pierced before 18 years old. So how the hell, why in the world would you want to change your whole entire genitalia before you are 18? It's crazy. And I stand by it and cancel these. The caller said, there is a bomb on the way to the hospital. You better evacuate everybody, you sickos.
Wow.
The threat resulted in a lockdown of the hospital. No, it's... You gotta be a sicko to call the hospital and call people sickos.
That's so weird.
Levy initially denied making the threat during an interview with FBI agents, according to court documents. After agents told her that the phone records indicated the threat came from her number, she admitted doing so, but said she had no intention of actually bombing the hospital. Prosecutors say she expressed disapproval of the hospital on multiple occasions during the interview, according to court papers.
Don't you think the world would be a better place if everybody just mind their goddamn
Mind your
business?
business.
What does that have to do with you?
Why are you calling the hospital? Besides the transgender babies, there is other babies in the hospital that's actually sick, and what you're doing is preventing their care.
That's so crazy.
That is
Everybody's so damn crazy.
Everybody's so crazy.
Jeez.
So what's a transgender kid?
It's like Zaya Wade.
But
There's
they
a
really
little boy who
they're really allowing kids to do that.
Identify as a female, and they want to go through all the surgeries and have all of the things to physically change their bodies. That is insane.
That's
That is
intense.
intense. Yeah, it is intense. Intense. A mother of a baby found dead at New Bedford Fort in 2023 appeared in court. A 22-year-old woman accused of abandoning her infant son's body at Fort Tabor in New Bedford, Massachusetts last year was arraigned on Monday. Daniela Mitchell Escobar Mejia appeared in New Bedford District Court Monday, charged with improper disposal of a body. The body of her baby boy, initially called Baby Doe, before investigators could determine his identity, was discovered in a thicket by a walking path. The child's remains were discovered in a plastic bag wrapped in a blanket by a mother and her niece out for a walk near Fort Tabor about 12:40 p.m. That afternoon, prosecutors said neither they nor a man nearby who called 911 after the woman had discovered the body were found to be connected to the baby's death, investigators concluded.
Oh, God.
The body was taken to Massachusetts Medical Examiner's Office, where prosecutors were able to figure out the manner of death. The child was allegedly left in the park. The mother was identified with surveillance footage, and that's how she was found. She was released on her personal recognizance and yada, yada, yada.
So this isn't a newborn. This is just a baby, though.
Was it a? Yeah, they said that they let her out on her. Yep. You making too much sense today, Janet, because they don't want you to know.
And welcome, Janet, into Spark FM Studios.
Hi, welcome, Janet, to the new Spark FM Studios. How you doing? That is true. Her aunt contacted her all the way in where?
Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia, talking about if we have any more of them Spark FM rolling papers.
She was an easy wider for the longest while. She's in the 70s, and now we have converted her. She came this past, earlier this month.
Nice.
I had
See?
some of my Spark FM
Nice.
wraps for her. We don't use easy widers around my style. So I happen to have these a long time, and I held them, and here she goes, 2 weeks later.
I got some for her.
Spark FM wraps.
Tell her we got
so
her.
cute.
We found a little pack, and we gonna send them for her through you.
Tell her she got to tune in. No.
And accept this gift, this offering. And last but not least, a new timeline in the Karen Reed case, what we learned Monday about the next step. So they are pushing forward with her new trial. And once the story lets me be great, then we will get. Karen Reed made a brief court appearance on Monday to set dates going forward for the high-profile murder case against her involving her Boston police officer boyfriend that ended in a mistrial earlier this month. Reed is accused of ramming into John O'Keefe with her SUV and leaving him for dead in a snowstorm in January 2022. That was all the way 2022. That's so crazy. Her 2-month trial ended when jurors declared they were hopelessly deadlocked, and a judge declared a mistrial on the 5th day of deliberations. The judge will hear oral arguments on a defense motion to dismiss 2 of the 3 charges against her on August 9th, and a retrial was scheduled for January 27th. The court hearing lasted under 5 minutes. When will the second Karen Reed trial take place? Again, that will be on August 9th. They will figure out which charges have been dropped, and then it will begin on January 27th. A final pretrial hearing will also be scheduled for January 14th. So could any of the charges against Karen Reed be dismissed? 2 legal experts told NBC 10 Boston they think it's unlikely that either of the charges against Reed will be dismissed following the August 9th hearing. I think the Commonwealth has the stronger leg to stand on in terms of their legal argument. Sometimes it's difficult to differentiate between what it seems would be the most fair and what the law actually requires. What it would require the judge to do is, if they're going to call all the witnesses back to the poll, the jury is essentially overstepping the court's boundaries, and that's not really what the jury system is about. I don't know what they're saying, but we will follow this story throughout the time and make sure that you guys are updated on this nice white woman's trial. Because at this point, I'm a little over it.
Yeah.
She's going to go to jail because the system is stacked against her. They don't have any of the suspects. They don't care to find any.
And they're pushing really hard for her to go to jail.
Yeah, they really want her to go to jail in some type of way. And if she doesn't go to jail, she will not go to jail. And all of us will still be in the same place.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, that is what they said. Yeah, she has this little smirk on her face, so I'm sure she. Shut up. She got a fart. Leave her alone. And that's our around the way news for today. We're gonna come back. We're gonna get into our national and world news. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Oh, you say to the word now. What can you do this for me?
Get ready, New England. Friday, January 31st. We've got a real treat for all you reggae lovers out there. Get ready to sway to the smooth sounds of the one and only Mr. Beres Hammond. That's right. The reggae legend himself is bringing his Forever Giving Thanks tour to the Chevalier Theater. From classic tunes like Putting Up Resistance, Rockaway, to newer hits like I Feel Good. Beres Hammond's music has a way of bringing people together and spreading positivity. Mark your calendars, folks. Friday, July 31st at the Chevalier Theater, showtime 7 p.m. Beres Hammond Forever Giving Thanks Tour is coming to town. Get your tickets, www.chevaliertheater.com. Stay tuned to sparkfmonline.com for more updates and your chance to win tickets to see the legend Beres Hammond in action.
Falling in love all over again. How could I ever doubt that you were my friend?
Spark FM.
Easy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm on my way.
Spark FM.
Queen of Bacchanal. Oh.
What?
Him too is the Queen of Bacchanal. There are so many things happening. It's time for our news time. World and national news. Miss Tony, what we got going on?
Well, you know what the big news of the world is right now? Kamala Harris's campaign, and Kamala Harris has secured enough delegates to win the Democratic nomination. She will be in Milwaukee today. It comes 1 week after the Republican National Convention was held there. What's this nice man's name? Within 48 hours of throwing in her hat in the ring, Vice President Kamala Harris has secured enough delegates to win the Democratic presidential nomination. She's hitting the campaign trail Tuesday, stopping in Milwaukee for her first rally since announcing her bid. While Harris has secured enough delegates at this very time, it appears as though she is the favorite to win the party's nomination. She can only be made official after the roll call at the DNC. Since President Joe Biden announced Sunday he would not be seeking re-election, nearly 900,000 small dollar donors contributed to the Harris campaign. Of those, more than 500,000 were making their first contribution of this campaign cycle, and I will be making my very first contribution to a campaign ever.
They said 60% of the donors were first-time contributors.
Yes,
Wow.
500,000. More than 500,000.
I spoke to a guy yesterday that said, I have never voted in an election today. And he was like, I never voted in an election in my life. He was like, this year was the first, after that drop, he said he went out and registered to become a voter just to vote for her. And, like coming from a black man who is not a voter in general. Usually you get the most opposition from them when it comes to her. And it was really kind of refreshing to hear him say that. Like he's tired of the BS that a lot of these Black people are getting on right now. Like I was looking at some comments. Boston Culture's page comments is where the most racist and vile people reside. And you can always tell the culture of the Boston Culture page. Nothing against them because they're doing whatever they're doing and they're doing a great job doing it. But they always attract the most vile and horrible people in the comment section.
Yeah.
It's really gross.
You know, yesterday I was perusing. Actually, it wasn't yesterday. This morning at 2:30 a.m. when I was up.
Go to sleep.
I went to sleep, and then like the thing is, I can't go to sleep before 12 because if I do, then I'm back up at like some hour of the night. That's crazy. So when I was up perusing, and I was seeing what I knew would be a lot of Black men against Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And I knew that would be, and it's so disheartening. I've also witnessed a lot of just Black people in general talking about they're not voting this time and they're not voting this time. And to me, I don't know. I just feel like those people are just so stupid. I think that sounds so stupid.
I argued, you know, I am committing to arguing with you guys up until a point where I get bored because when you don't want to take heat. Yeah. Yesterday I was going back and forth with this gentleman, and at one point
he was an idiot.
Yes. At one point I was just like, what did I say? I said, you don't even vote. So what are we talking about? Yeah. Instead of you sitting this one out and just shutting TFU, whatever you're supposed to do, you're sitting here promoting all this stuff and you're not even going to go out and vote for anybody.
I'm not voting.
I'm not voting because a suppression. Shut up. When the Hoteps start writing a lot of words that mean nothing and spirituality and things, all the things, I don't want to hear you anymore because we can't even have a real conversation because you're not serious.
Yeah.
You're definitely not serious. You don't know what you're talking about. And I have the biggest problem when the only argument that the anti-Harris people have is that she was an attorney general and she locked up a lot of Black men. Which sitting president, politician, or anybody has not been to blame for some type of BS towards people that you shouldn't feel that to? Like, I'm confused.
But what so people are supposed to do crimes.
Yes.
And then she as a prosecutor, is not supposed to prosecute them because they're Black?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. According to
And then there was this one man who was on death row and she had the power to not put him on death row and she didn't take him off of death row.
What did he do to get on death row?
I don't know.
Kill somebody?
It might, most likely that is what he did. And I'm not saying that everybody on death row is innocent, but I found the article because today I was like, I got to figure out. So I went on to YouTube and Googled, Kamala Harris, Attorney General, and how she is responding to the question because everybody's just putting what she did, but nobody's saying we've been dealing with this for 8 years now of people questioning that about her. Stop posting what you guys are saying she did, and let's hear her response to why she did what she did. And in that, she says, in a lot of those cases, when they wanted me to make a decision, I had been recused myself from making any decisions until it got to the top where it was already gone through most of the system. So when it came to me, I really didn't have a choice but to do that. And the other thing, she was like, I've always been against, she was like, as a prosecutor, I had a job and we all know that the system is flawed. We all know the system is flawed. She was like, since then, I have taken all the precautions to start prison reform, recidivism, all the things that you guys are fighting for right now. I have led the charge on that when I couldn't do anything because it was my job. So I need you guys to figure out how you guys are going to argument the fact that 14 years ago, this woman did something. And if most of you guys are still living by how you used to live 14 years ago, then you guys are the problem, not her. Because we can't keep on blaming this lady for something she did 14 plus years ago. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's sad. It's disheartening, and there are people who I thought were maybe smart people that I see saying the things that they're saying. I'm not voting at all. Da 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 da. And I just want to let y'all know that I think you're idiots.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
That is it. somebody reposted something that I was like, I'm gonna start arguing like this. You're right. I'm wrong. You're amazing. I'm horrible.
Right.
You win.
There you go.
Because
there was a post by Keanu Reeves and was like, I'm not going back and forth with anybody. If you say 1 + 1 = 5, that's right.
You got that.
You got that.
You got that.
That's cool.
You got that. Because some people, no matter what, like, give me a fact. They'll post a couple of memes.
Yep.
Sir, I could make up a meme. I could make up a meme right now to say I'm the president of the United States.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
If you're not going to actually present any facts or have a real argument or conversation, then why are we doing this? And that's when I tap out.
I think one thing that really, really hurts my feelings though is that we're going to see the division of Black people in this thing. And it hurts me when I see Black men, especially, I love Black men. I can't stand them motherfuckers. I can't stand them. What is wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong? It's so disheartening because, I done gave up in the first place, right? But then to know that I am supported in my give upness, it's just so sad.
Give upness.
It hurts my heart that y'all are so damn stupid.
Here goes a clip from what we're seeing right now across the nation.
Now, while Vice President Kamala Harris has secured enough delegates at this very time, it's only fair to say that she is the favorite to win the party's nomination. That can only be made
is before
after the roll call
at
vote
this point
at the
she has
Democratic
been
National
officially.
Convention. But make no mistake about it, she is poised to take the top spot atop the ticket. Since President Joe Biden announced that very bombshell Sunday, NBC News confirms Harris and the Democratic Party have pulled together roughly $250 million in donation. Yesterday on the White House lawn, Harris made her first speech since announcing her candidacy. She praised Joe Biden for his service and energized the crowd there, telling them that there is a long fight ahead. Here's what she had to say. Meanwhile, Republican Vice President candidate J.D. Vance.
So I actually watched her speech yesterday. She was addressing the NCAA athletes who are like national championships in all of their sports. And she came out and she looked really good. She looked very poised, very confident. And her speech, it was a lot of double entendre, I think, in her speech. So she was talking to the student athletes, but she started out praising Joe Biden and how good of a job that he's done, how he's made like history in the White House. We haven't seen a president like him in the White House. And then she went on to praise the athletes. But a lot of her speech was a lot of like, we have to work together as a team. Look how good you do things as a team. You can't do anything alone, whatever. So it was really, really nice. They kept on saying, the commentators were saying how like they know that this probably isn't the first like appearance or first speech that she would hope to give after being nominated, but she did really, really well, and she spoke well, and she looked good, which I thought was something that we really need to see from the person who was going to be our Democratic nominee. It was a stark contrast to the Joe Biden that we've seen on the campaign trail. Very, very strong, didn't miss a beat, all of that stuff. So I think that that's something that we definitely need for Democrats. So
yeah, it's a fresher. She's definitely a fresher breath of air. Everybody saw that unfortunately, Biden is aging. He is aging. A lot of people, a lot of us we don't want to admit it, but unfortunately, that's the truth. And as it was getting closer to the race, the more I was feeling like, this ain't the game.
Yeah, I think a lot of us, I think that the plan for a lot of us in our head was like, just get him in there.
Yeah. Right.
And then if he dropped,
then she's there.
She's there, right? Yeah. So, and then, like, it's a little worrisome. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, he dropped out. What does that mean? But I think there is a huge push for Kamala Harris to be in there. It says that they've raised roughly $250 million in online donations.
Crazy.
This is in 2 days, and major donor commitments. A super PAC has pulled together roughly $150 million for her campaign.
Crazy.
If we do what we're supposed to do, then we can pull this off. The Simpsons predicted that it would be her.
Yeah,
so
Simpsons is right. I think that what this also does is the Republicans are really they're stressed out right now.
Yeah.
They're absolutely stressed out. And I feel like they're stressed out because their biggest argument against Joe was that he was too old. And now we have literally axed that problem, and now they're going after the other things, the woman, her race, her pretty much her woman being a woman and her race, and that's crazy.
And younger,
yesterday JD Vance held his first rally.
Father Jesus, please.
In Ohio, Trump's vice president nominee, he held his rally yesterday in Ohio, and a Republican said something about what there's going to be a civil war if Trump does not win. And then he almost immediately retracted it and said he apologized for what he said in the moment, but he definitely said there will be civil war. So an Ohio Republican who represents the hometown of vice presidential nominee JD Vance, endorsed the idea of civil war at a rally on Monday.
We got time. Come on. Hey, we are in the fight for the soul of our nation.
It's so scary.
We are in a fight for our kids and our grandkids, a fight that we can never imagine. I believe wholeheartedly Donald Trump and Butler County's J.D. Vance are the last chance to save our country politically. I'm afraid if we lose this one, it's going to take a civil war to save the country. And what we say, it's the greatest experiment in the history of mankind. And if we come down to a civil war, I'm glad we got people like Schmitty and the Bikers for Trump on our side.
Yes.
I'm glad we got people like Ray and Pookie and them who don't have no class and no problem busting shots.
We got to fight the sons of anarchy
bro, okay? Let me tell you, somebody in the comments said, we not going out like we did before. Believe that. If you guys want war, please, I do beg of thee to bring said civil war to
Saddle
us.
up, Roy. We're about to ride.
Let's go. People been harboring grenades and all kinds of stuff in their basement for a long time, waiting for the zombie apocalypse, and it got to be the Republicans. Then so be it.
Right.
Let's go.
If you think we're not ready, think we're not ready. He says, I regret the divisive remarks I made in the excitement of the moment on stage, especially in light of the assassination attempt on President Trump last week. We should all be mindful of what is said at political events, myself included. He vows that he will, he and others need to be more careful with their language.
It's always them. It's always them that is inciting some type of violent rhetoric, and they want to be mad when your own mans in them go and shoot your president. That's your own mans.
Isn't this homegrown terrorism?
It is.
Isn't this inciting violence?
It 100% is. But like I said, Joe, the Supreme Court did you a favor by saying that you immune for something, and you was old and you probably retiring, and I'm not gonna be here a long time. Act bad, Joe.
Act bad.
Act bad. Come on. Right now you got all kinds of immunity. Tear it up.
Yeah.
Turn up, Joe.
Yeah.
Turn up. Talking about they want him to drop out,
to leave the White House
quit the presidency right now.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all don't want that.
Yeah.
Y'all do not want that, because that means that this lady sitting as the vice president, about to be president
will be the
incoming president, and we might as well just sit her there and get her ready for her job.
Exactly.
With old redneck ass boy. If I tell you, come through.
We gonna pull up.
Come through. We just want to talk. We ain't gonna jump you.
Come outside. We just want to talk.
How about that? How about that?
Secret Service director grilled by lawmakers on the Trump assassination attempt says we failed. So this was happening yesterday. Yes, you failed America, but not sure. Secret Service director Kimberly Cheadle said Monday that her agency failed in its mission to protect former President Donald Trump as lawmakers of both major political parties demanded during a highly contentious congressional hearing that she resign over security failures that allowed a gunman to scale a roof and open fire at a campaign rally.
That seemed like an inside job to me because I ain't never
vice president.
I ain't never heard of people being in this recent decades of people even getting close to assassinating the president. However, that also speaks volumes to us. This man is the onlyest president that almost got assassinated in modern time.
Yeah.
You don't think that there's a problem? You don't think that people hate him? You don't think his own mans in them hate him?
Yeah. Yeah.
This little boy is a registered Republican. He looks like Jared.
Everybody keeps saying how he was up there, how he had like at least 3 minutes, and people noticed him.
But didn't they say that they saw him before he
There
shot?
was a security guard that went up there and said something. Y'all don't got communication with a security guard and be like, hey, he got a gun. I'm gonna leave now. Where the Secret Service should have put one in his back. Like what we saying?
I'm gonna need the writers of Scandal to write an episode that is similar to this one for me to understand what happened here because it's crazy.
I think they wanted him. I think they was giving him some time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, you know,
see him pulled off. Right. But this is also, like when we watch those shows, they always have somebody who's like the scapegoat who's going to take the fall for stuff that happened and da-da-da-da-da. I think that little boy, yeah, he I don't know. Cheetah was berated for hours by Republicans and Democrats, repeatedly angering lawmakers by evading questions about the investigation during the first hearing over the July 13th assassination attempt. You have a story?
As I have said from the very outset, I accept responsibility for this tragedy. We are going to look into how this happened, and we are going to take corrective action to ensure that it never happens again.
Director Cheadle, because Donald Trump is alive, and thank God he is, you look incompetent. If Donald Trump had been killed, you would have looked culpable.
Bye.
There is no...
Leave it. Let me hear it. I want to. Tristan, I like to hear the foolishness. I don't know how many people
you look incompetent because he didn't die, but if he did die, you would look culpable.
What
that mean? That he should have died. That's what it means, right?
I just feel like I don't know if I'm broken or not. I don't feel anything at all about this assassination. I'm actually tired of hearing it but did he die? He didn't. So let's move on.
I'm gonna tell you that whole day, every time I saw something about it, which was all that you said, my immediate reaction was like,
I'm sorry. If that man would have got murdered, that would have been the happiest. Boy, I would have been.
Nobody understand the party in the street that would have happened.
I don't want anybody to listen to this who don't have context and think that this is whatever.
Right.
But who cares?
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
Who cares? What is he gonna do? JD, the devil. I don't know how these white men been around this long, so full of evil. Like the Satan and J Devil Vance or whatever he is. Like he looks like certain people look like they are ready to lynch. Like they are standing by with pitchforks and they're just ready to wreak havoc on people that don't look like them.
Yeah.
And I'm scared of him, to be honest with you. I don't like him. I don't like him. I never even heard about the little sucker dick, but I just hate him.
Me either. Where did he come from?
Charlemagne made it so it was so funny.
Did they just create him? Because where did he come from? I've never heard of that before.
Trini settings on Instagram said, I don't wish death on anyone. Maybe I might have something if he did though.
Yeah, see, this is
Maybe I might have some understanding if he did though.
Tamper down on the rhetoric. Who is everyone? I only see one person that needs to tamper down on the rhetoric. When his now running mate, J.D. Vance, says Democrats are the reason that Donald Trump got shot at because of their dangerous rhetoric. Really, J.D.? You called Donald Trump Hitler.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
How can you go from Hitler to Hawk Tour? This motherfucker, J.D. Vance, went from Hitler to being on stage giving Donald Trump the Hawk Tour. That's what they call it. Endorsement. That's what they call it. They call it a full-throated endorsement.
Oh, no.
You gotta basket weave that shit and Hawk Tour. Spit on that.
Oh my gosh. Not the hot.
because if you think about it, that's exactly what you do. You went from hating Trump, never, ever will I stand before Trump. He is Hitler. He is the worst thing that ever happened to America. To Trump is the right man for America. Are you effing kidding me?
What do you think they did to him? Do you think they waterboarded him into that?
No,
Like what?
I think that he's a fake. What I want to reading about him, he used to stand on the middle poor class, thing, like I'm gonna help these people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess he was born poor, but after that, life just happened to do what things do for white people. He got a free ride to college. He got a good job. He went to the military and blah blah blah. So now he's come back, still on the platform of the middle class, but you're working literally with the upper class, trying to dismantle anything else that is happening. I don't understand.
And what is he? He is a city councilman from Ohio. What is he?
What did he do?
J.D. Vance was a Illinois. What is he?
He got
Senator.
something.
Ohio.
Yeah, senator.
Ohio.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
But all of this came after all of the help he got from being given everything for free as a white man.
And was he somebody who was known?
Yes, he was actually really known as being one of the biggest opposers to Donald Trump. That's kind of how he rose to fame, is by standing on a platform against Trump on all levels, to being Trump's running mate.
Wow. Well. Wow, that's crazy.
Hawk Tour.
Pence had to bow on his knees. So.
Yeah.
And where is he now?
Pence
In
is
hiding.
like, I don't. He's like,
Yeah.
Y'all are wild.
Yep.
He's like, all I want to do is read the Bible and be an evil regular white man. Y'all is over here wilding out. I don't have time for that.
Pence is still traumatic. He got trauma from
They tried to kill me.
January 6th, they was gonna hang him.
They sure was.
They was ready to hang him.
And it probably would have been a good idea.
Oh wow.
Not, like, because that would have only proven how these people are in general. Like, they're terrible.
What's the Hawk Tour? Why they doing that again? Why is
The
that?
girl that said that's how you gotta do it.
The girl.
You got to keep a man.
The hot girl. Illinois police released the body cam video of a fatal shooting of a black woman in her home.
Jesus Christ.
Now this is also
I saw this yesterday. Why did you
Jesus.
send this in the group chat yesterday?
Because I'm a psychopath,
Oh,
and
my
I watched
God.
all 32 minutes of it from the beginning that they got on her from her property all the way until they shut the camera off, and I was angry. I don't know why I did it. I don't know why. I did skim a little bit, but I was angry that they killed this woman in her goddamn house over a boiling pot of water that you told her to go turn off.
Yeah. And that's
so the people who don't know, read the
body camera footage showing the fatal shooting of Sonia Macy, a 36-year-old black woman who had called 911 for help, was released Monday in a case that has led to murder charges against a deputy. The 36-minute video released via the Illinois State Police includes body cam footage from one of the two Sangamon County Sheriff's deputies who responded to Macy's house after midnight on July 6th, after Macy called 911 to report a possible prowler at her home in Springfield, according to court documents. In the footage, Deputy Sean Grayson and another deputy speak calmly with Macy in her home when she goes to the stove to turn off a pot of boiling water. She then picks up the pot and the other deputy steps back, away from your steaming hot water, he says. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, she says in response. Huh? The deputy says. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, she responds. So then Grayson says, you better effing not, or I swear to God, I'll effing shoot you in the effing face. He then draws his firearm and points it at her. She ducks and says, I'm sorry, while lifting the pot, the video shows. Drop the effing pot, both deputies yell. 3 shots are heard. After 2 seconds of silence, one deputy says, shots fired, and calls for emergency medical services. Dude, I'm not taking effing boiling water to the effing head. And look, it came straight to our feet too, Grayson says. Minutes after the shooting, Grayson speaks to another law enforcement figure. She had boiling water and came at me with boiling water, he says in the video. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came at me with boiling water. CNN has sought comment from his attorney and hasn't gotten any. The release of the video comes about 2 weeks after the fatal shooting and just days after Grayson was charged in her death. Grayson, 30, was indicted by a grand jury Thursday on 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count each of aggravated battery with a firearm and official misconduct. He has entered a not guilty plea and was denied pretrial release according to court records. Macy is one of a number of Black women who have been killed by police in their own homes in recent years, including Breonna Taylor and Tatiana Jefferson. In a news conference Monday afternoon, civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who represents Macy's family, connected her death to the other cases of police violence against Black people across the U.S. Until we get justice for Sonia Macy, we rebuke this discriminatory criminal justice system in the name of Jesus, he said.
Let me tell you, number one, what happens when you don't have any type of vocabulary and you don't know the definition of words and phrases because you are hell-bent on being a racist asshole. This is what happens. And to lie, to bold-faced lie about it when you know that you have a camera on and that somebody has a camera on is disgusting and nasty work. You kill that lady in her face over a boiling pot of water.
You shoot her in the face.
After you told her.
Let's give the people a little more. So at the beginning of the video, we can clearly tell that something's not all there with her, right? She seems a little bit off. She called them because she suspected that somebody was on her property. The police arrived there. They pointed out that there's a vehicle on her property. How did the vehicle get there? She stated that she doesn't know. They're trying to figure it out. So something's not quite right going on with the lady. They proceed to talk to her. She's answering some of the questions. Some of the questions she's just not responding.
It's just not because they were like, what's your name? And she was like, she said something kind of slick, like, but then she asked, they were like, we just want to know your name and your ID. And she was like, it's Macy, or what's your last name? It's Macy. And then she's like, I'm looking for my paperwork. And they were like, what paperwork? And at this point, I'm like, what paperwork is she looking for? Like, what paperwork? What the hell is the paperwork? But she was like, even that indication just means that
something's
off.
Even, call for somebody else.
To which my show, she's dealing with the pot and stuff, and as he's saying that to her, she's telling him, I rebuke you because you're talking to her crazy. And she's like, so she's literally just dealing with it. She wasn't trying to use it as a threat or anything. She was literally just doing whatever she was doing.
Just holding the pot of boiling water.
So that
and then the thing is, like, I'm thinking about it, right? So I'm holding this pot of water.
She wasn't threatening at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Even though she wasn't fully there, she was.
I'm seeing you back up when you asked me to move the boiling water. I'm moving it to somewhere that's safe. Now you're telling me I will shoot you in your face. Drop the pot of water. I cannot drop a boiling pot of water or else I will get burned. So I have to drop down. I have to shield myself with the pot of water or else it's going to burn me. I can't just drop it. So as I'm trying to raise back up to show you that I am good, you shoot me in my face.
In the face.
The nastiest thing about that video, though, was after the fact because they didn't administer aid to her right away.
Well, the other guy was like, let me go get my kit.
Yeah, and he was like, it doesn't matter because that was a kill. That was a headshot. That was a headshot.
Yeah.
She was very much still alive on the floor when the other officer did go and administer aid because she was gurgling her own effing blood. And that's the part that haunted me. And that's why I don't understand why I watched it, because I was listening to her gurgling and I'm like, you are not even trying to save this one. There was no sense of urgency. There was nothing. I shot her in the head. That's it. She's dead. Bye.
So the other one says he needed to go get medical help, and Grayson told him he doesn't need to go get it. The other deputy says he's going to get a medical kit to help, and Grayson responds, nah, she's done.
Right.
You can go get it, but that's a headshot. Grayson later goes to his vehicle to get his own medical supplies later. When he gets back to the house, he asks if there's anything he can do, but is told no. All right, I'm not even going to waste my med stuff then, Grayson says. Next, Grayson leaves the house and speaks to a group of law enforcement officers outside. Yeah, I'm good. This effing B is crazy, he says. She needed a helping hand, he says. She didn't need a bullet to the face, is what one of the officers said in the conference. Monday, along with, Crump said Macy had mental health issues, but was not aggressive. She needed a helping hand.
She was not aggressive.
She didn't need a bullet to the face.
And then imagine that. I already have mental health issues. These two white men are in my house asking me about my ID. I'm in my house. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little cooked right now.
And she was in her nightgown,
and she was in her nightie and a bonnet. You shot her in the face. Yeah. You shot her in the face.
In the face.
It's boiling. Because I remember one part of the video, one of the police officers was like, oh, when the medical people came in, they was like, oh, where's the gun? They was like, there was no gun. It was a boiling water. And I think the conversation stopped because I was like, this lady shot in the face because of boiling water. Yep. You're behind a wall. Yeah. You're behind a counter. Yep. And the other one was behind a wall. You trying to tell me that this boiling water was such a threat to your life behind a counter and a wall that you couldn't back up and see if she even had a goddamn weapon?
Right.
So it's interesting that he was charged he was indicted on first degree murder. They also said that he has a long rap sheet. He's been changed from 6 departments in the last couple of years, and he's been arrested for DUIs twice.
You see,
this is also something we were talking about with the Karen Reed case.
The police unions.
They get transferred everywhere. They don't
police unions are set up to protect the police from doing whatever they want. A lot of the comments that I was reading yesterday too said, listen, people, this is Trump's America. And this is going to be commonplace if Donald Trump gets in.
Stop and frisk. No knock warrants.
He wants to set it up so that the police cannot be prosecuted.
He wants to give them immunity. He wants to give the police immunity.
Wants immunity for the police. People pay attention to what is going on. Don't be distracted. This is real
Don't
shit.
be distracted by a $1,200 stimulus check that most of y'all didn't even receive in the first place. Stop it.
And that a lot of y'all went to jail for after.
Hello.
Say the word. Say the word.
Hello.
I didn't go to jail, but still, I got fined.
It was a stimulus check that the man didn't want to give it to you all. But when he found out that he had to give it to you, he wanted to write his name on it.
Remember that? He wanted to
sign his name.
So he could sign his own name on it.
He wanted to sign his name. So y'all are sitting there D-riding over a man that didn't even want to give you the $1,200 that y'all are so excited and boastful about.
Is there any way to have a conversation about Donald Trump without cursing big curse words?
Nope.
I don't think so. You get angry in your soul. that man makes me angry.
And and my problem, my toxic trait is I don't understand why it doesn't make everybody angry.
Yeah.
I don't understand why y'all will see something like border control and be like, yeah, he's the man for us. Even though he might secure the borders, he ain't gonna secure you inside the border.
You say that.
He gonna send you to wherever he think that you need to go. And as Black people, y'all all going to Africa.
Yeah.
All of y'all, everyone, even the ones that they ain't had no African ties.
Oh, this is so
You was in
sad.
Africa.
The comments from her family, her father says, I was under the impression that a prowler had broken in and killed my baby. Never did they say that it was a deputy involved shooting until my brother read it on the internet, is how the father found out. We were led to believe that the intruder or someone from the neighborhood may have killed her. We were absolutely shocked to find out that it was a deputy who shot her. You're used to having the talk with boys, but now I guess we have to talk to our girls about their interactions with the police as well. Sonia was a daddy's girl. She never ended a conversation, whether by text or telephone or in person, without saying, Daddy, I love you. And that's the last message I have from my daughter that saved on my voicemail was, Daddy, I love you. It also, like her last words were, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, which is so, so crazy. It's just a really, really sad story. I am really glad.
You get shot in the face for rebuking somebody from the name. You see how the devil is busy?
She felt the energy.
Because it was that energy. They looked at her already. They already classified her as a threat, as a Black woman, period.
Even though she called them.
She called
to her house.
Janet just gave us breaking news. The Secret Service director, Miss Cheadle, has resigned.
Of course, she didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
She didn't have a choice. Donald Trump is not letting her get away with that.
No. No.
You white women are not even safe.
Damn.
No.
Boy, I tell you.
In lighter news, a Missouri judge overturns the murder conviction of a man who was jailed for over 30 years.
Not even lighter news.
Wrongly convicted?
He said he was in jail for 30 years in prison for a killing that he long contended he didn't commit. The ruling is likely to free him from prison, but it wasn't immediately clear when that would happen. He's been serving a sentence of life without parole. He's 52 years old. He was convicted of first-degree murder in the 1990 shooting of a 15-year-old.
So when he's
St.
22
Louis.
years old?
Yeah, they filed a motion in February seeking to vacate the guilty verdict. A hearing was in May.
Y'all might as well leave him there and make him a deputy in the damn jail because he don't know nothing. 30 years of his life is inside of a damn jail cell.
Yeah.
What he gonna come do? What he gonna come out here and do?
It's a long
there was another
story.
one. A decision in Dunn's case came days after Sandra Hem was freed from a Western Missouri prison after serving 43 years for a murder that a judge determined she didn't commit. That's crazy. Y'all got to law. I'm scared of the law.
I'm scared of the law too.
And they ain't talking no million.
No
millions.
I don't see no million in that.
Nothing about money.
There's no.
Nothing.
They don't even know if it said it might get him out of jail. It didn't say that it would. It said it might get him out. Frustrated Spirit airline gate agent screamed at passengers, and here's what happened next. It was a brawl, I think. Them Spirit gate agents don't be playing though. You always hear them about them. They really are though.
They are ghetto. I'm sorry.
They really are. Spirit Airlines.
But they also, the funny thing about them is that they understand the perception that Spirit has, so they play on that, which is cool, but y'all got to professionalize up.
Spirit Airlines fired 2 gate agents for yelling at passengers to shut up earlier this month. Kevin East, on July 12th, captured the incident on video in a couple of now viral TikToks. The video shows how frustrated the gate agents in front of a crowd of passengers for 2 different Spirit flights. When what happened? The gate agents were like, "We're going to start boarding soon," but she's not telling whether it's for the 9 a.m. flight or the scheduled noon flight. Why would they be? One gate agent, which flight was going to leave, when she changed her attitude and told him he was a flight risk. Everyone around me started laughing. Unsure if he would be allowed to on the flight. Eve took out his phone to start recording the incident while his travel companion started to book a flight to Vegas on a different airline. The 2 agents started getting frustrated and upset at the crowd in what they describe as an unreal moment. In one of the TikToks, posted, one agent is heard saying, "Can I get everybody's attention?" Then she raised her voice screaming, "Can I get everybody's right now? Thank you. All right now. Do you want to get on this flight or not? All right. So everyone's going to shut up. We're going to say it once. We're going to say it again because we're frustrated as hell." So that's what happened. And
Tony, look at your screen.
Go ahead.
Play that.
Look at we got the
Spirit.
We got the Spirit agents on the screen here. Good old.
I bet you ain't never seen a chocolate super deluxe woman like me before. Have you?
No. I got a plane. I got a plane to catch, and I gotta go.
Poor thing.
Malik, you going, player? We fads now, which means I can violate every last one of your civil rights. Now,
Terrible.
That is Spirit Airlines.
That's Spirit Airlines.
And I love it. Y'all don't got to love it. Y'all stay away from Spirit. I'm fine with y'all not being happy with Spirit, okay?
This last story, a man sues after explicit reply all work email lands him in some very hot water. A former employee of the San Francisco District Attorney's Office is suing his workplace for wrongful termination almost 6 months after he was fired for sending in a bizarre and explicit message to his coworkers in an email thread. Jovan Thomas, a former victim advocate at the DA's office, was fired in January after he hit reply all and sent a sexually explicit email to his entire office, including District Attorney Brooke Jenkins. In an email thread planning an event commemorating Matthew Shepard, a gay student at the University of Wyoming who was tortured and killed in 1998, Thomas sent his co-workers the message, "What color panties do you have on?"
Ooh.
The exchange was later leaked in photos posted to Twitter. In the lawsuit filed on Friday, Thomas's lawyers claimed that the original message was intended for a friend who was burying his father in New Zealand.
Wait, what was the message again?
What color panties
What color
do you have on?
panties you have on?
Oh.
The message was intended for a friend who was burying his father in New Zealand.
What?
Hoping to cheer up.
Tell me
his
one more
friend.
time. Wait, I'm sorry. I just need to make everything make sense. What was the message that he sent?
What color panties do you have on?
The message he sent was, "What color panties do you have on?" And he was sending it to who?
His friend in New Zealand that was burying his father. Hoping to cheer up his friend who was distraught and grieving the death of his father, the plaintiff intended to text his friend a jokey question of the sort that the plaintiff had sent his friend on occasion in the past. The lawsuit describes the comment as a whimsical comment that was part of the plaintiff's standard jocular repertoire, and claimed that the email had no sexual, off-color, obscene, misogynistic, or sexist meaning or intent, simply intended as a goofy non sequitur. What is that word?
Sequitur.
Non-sequitur. Seconds after the first email, Thomas sent a follow-up email attempting to explain the remark. While texting back and forth with my fraternity brothers, I sent a very inappropriate email. The email was meant as a joke, Thomas wrote back to the office. He also sincerely apologized to his coworkers and said, "Please know this is not who I am as a person, as I carry myself with respect and dignity, especially." Another follow-up email from Chief Assistant District Attorney Anna Gonzalez said the matter is being handled by the administration and instructed other employees to delete Thomas's first message. Thomas was later fired. This misogynistic behavior violates the office's code of conduct, and the individual has been terminated. He is now suing for wrongful termination.
Sir.
You can't sue.
I don't know if you got. I mean, it wasn't your intention, maybe, but you still press send.
Yeah, he said that they didn't give him any disciplinary action or layoff, and that attached to the plaintiff's layoff, and that the plaintiff could be entitled to reapply for work for defendants, city and county of San Francisco, and whoever. So I don't think he has.
Was that misogynistic?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you asked me what color panties I got on.
Yeah,
but he asked it to a male friend.
That was his intention, but it went.
It went to the whole.
And if I had seen it, my first thing was like, who the hell he sent this to? It's everybody. That was a mistake. He didn't do that, but it already got sent. It was sent.
I was guilty. I'm guilty of doing something like this.
What'd you do?
When I was in college.
What did you do?
So we were learning how to utilize what is it? What's the thing?
Microsoft.
What's the thing that everybody uses?
Outlook.
Outlook.
Yeah.
We were learning how to use Outlook, and I sent an email to somebody. I thought it was one of my
friends.
Yes, one of my friends, and it ended up going to the whole East Coast.
Oh,
the whole East Coast. I had to have a meeting, and they had to bring me in, and all this foolishness.
Oh no!
Whatever.
Did you get fired?
Eventually. A week later, yes.
That's awful.
Oh well, I was State Street. I don't like office jobs anyways.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
That's the national news that I've got for you.
Now we're gonna just go in. I don't know. Yeah, the entertainment news is not as entertaining as I would have imagined. Beyonce will use
Beyonce is they are going for Kamala Harris.
So Kamala Harris will use Beyonce's freedom in her White House. So she walked out to that when she made her press conference the other day.
They also donated a good lump sum too.
As they should, because we keep on forgetting that Elon Musk has decided that he's going to give $40 million per month to the Trump administration campaign.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So I need all of the billionaires in our culture to start paying it forward and contributing to Kamala's campaign fund. Like, if we gonna fight money for money, you guys, like black people, I got money too. Put your money where your mouth is and let's get it going. Let's get it popped off. Come on now.
Janet just sent me a really cool story here. Olympians are finding condoms in their Olympic Village bedrooms. No need to be a gold medalist to wear it. Organizers prepared 300,000 condoms to distribute, including putting some inside athletes' toiletry gift bags. Before the Olympics start, Olympians are being urged to wrap it up. As athletes arrive in Paris ahead of the 2024 Summer Olympics, they're settling into their bedrooms at the Olympic Village and finding condoms in their toiletry gift bags. I heard them athletes be getting it.
They nasty. That's because you get to meet all these people from all around the world. You don't got to see them again. I can F everybody I want to. But It's not new to us in this Caribbean culture because in all of your Juve and in your mass packages, they always have a string of condoms for you guys because they understand that y'all need to be safe if you're going to be out here fooping everybody else.
Our Juve bag last year had female condoms, male condoms, lube, condoms, lube. All the things.
All the things.
Wow.
Everything.
You travel, you know.
That's what I'm saying. When you're, again, like you said, when you're traveling to these places where you're pretty much linking up with all these other people from around the world, I
want to give it to
you. A lot of people believe in the mentality that when you vacation, you vacation.
What happens on vacation stays on vacation.
Exactly. So as long as I'm keeping it safe, I can use all of these if I want to.
I ain't going looking for no jab. I'll tell you that.
Let me tell you. Hello. Unless I find a husband.
Listen.
A husband.
You gonna marry me?
You gonna marry? You sure? You promise? I got citizenship status. Okay.
Listen.
Let me tell you, this will work out for both of us.
All right with me.
Our streets will be clean,
and
okay?
I'm all right with you. Also, Chris Brown and Yella Beezy reportedly facing a $50 million lawsuit over a fight at a concert. Who is Yella Beezy?
Chris Brown stay fighting, huh?
Chris Brown is light skinned and he's full of anger.
But no, he don't
passionate.
stay fighting. He don't stay fighting, but he's always in some kind of altercation. Last year he was in an altercation. August Alsina.
Because I think that these people be coming for him, and I don't think that Maurice Brown could do any wrong. I feel like they be coming for him.
Christopher Brown is passionate. He is a lover.
August is a problem. August don't know how to keep his mouth shut, and August always want to start trash. And I don't
relevant.
Exactly. And I
saw some news about him in the news this week. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, people were saying how fine he is or something like that.
He's little though, ain't he?
I don't know. I couldn't pick out August Alsina in a lineup, to be honest with you. I don't know who he is.
He looks like light skin.
Chris Brown and Yella Beezy have reportedly been hit with a $50 million lawsuit for a fight that allegedly occurred at one of their shows. According to a report from TMZ on Monday, the pair, along with Breezy's entourage, Lieutenant Cinco Siege, and Live Nation, are being sued by plaintiffs Larry Parker.
What the hell is a Lieutenant Cinco Siege? That's his rap name.
Charles Bush and DeMarcus Powell. The four men claim they were invited backstage at Chris's 11/11 tour in Fort Worth, Texas on July 20th, along with 40 women. According to Bush's version of the events, he dapped Chris up and was having a positive interaction before one of the singer's team members said, you don't remember you two were beefing? At that point, Bush says, Chris replied, oh yeah, we were. What's up, N-word? Don't forget it.
What?
Oh, wow. Wow. And ordered his crew to jump the visitor.
Oh, jump the visitor.
Bush was then allegedly surrounded by 7 to 10 people who proceeded to punch and kick him as well as throw a chair at his head.
Jesus, who was this?
some random guy named Bush.
Oh.
Parker claims Chris then sent Yella Beezy for him and also got punched and kicked. All 4 men claim they suffered severe injuries and had to undergo various medical treatments, according to their attorney. At least one of them remains in the hospital since July 20th. Wow. In other news from the tour, I know. In other news from the tour, Chris Brown's meet and greets with his fans have been subject to countless viral posts online, though not all of them have been truthful. Last month, the social media user who goes by Lush Shots shared images of a woman on crutches meeting with the R&B singer and wrote, this woman paid $1,111 for a meet and greet with Chris Brown. When he saw her, he refunded her money and also gave her an extra $10K along with these beautiful pictures. Not long after the post began to make the rounds online, the person in the photographs uploaded a video to dispute the story. I'm just here to set the record straight. What I'm not okay with is strangers on the internet using my face and exploiting my disability for likes and clicks while spreading misinformation. That we're not going to do. Just like everyone else, I support Chris as a brand and as an individual. So if you see me at a show or meet and greet, please know that I paid for my ticket. I paid to get there. People will pay. Where people get $1,111 from to give to Chris Brown to meet and greet him.
But that's how much he's charging. So,
but I understand that that's how much he's charging. But it seems like there's a lot of people who did this thing, and I want to know how y'all just have an extra $1,111.
Let's hear from this young lady here. She's disabled, and
from the post that has been going absolutely viral on every single platform. I actually saw it on a particular platform this morning, and it has well over 3 million views. So I'm just here to set the record straight on some things. First and foremost, I just want to start off by saying much love to Chris and congratulations on having such a successful tour. For those of you who don't know, I've been going to Chris concerts and meet and greets and things like that for about 10 years now. So it has been a long time. This past show in particular, the one that people are seeing pictures of, I traveled out of state to Toronto to go see him. Me and Chris have built a great relationship over the years. Every time we see each other, it's all love and positivity. And as much as I love and positivity, spreading that and being a part of that, what I'm not okay with is strangers on the internet using my face and exploiting my disability for likes and clicks while spreading misinformation. That we're not going to do. Just like everyone else, I support Chris as a brand and as an individual. So if you see me at a show or meet and greet, please know that I paid for my ticket. I paid to get there. So I'm not 100% sure where this information is coming from. Now, full transparency, as I said before, me and Chris have built a great relationship over the years. So there have been some
Chris have built a great relationship. What you still paying for?
Why is she still paying?
That's what I want to know.
That's why I know that.
What you talking about, girl?
Why he ain't giving you?
And why you traveling all over to go see Chris Brown in concerts? What, you using all your disability checks to come and see Chris Brown in concert? Child, listen, I got to get on some disability.
Did y'all know that Kamala Harris used to date Montel Williams? So that's another argument that they're having right now, is that when she was with Montel Williams, he was married, so she's pretty much a side piece, home wrecker whore. He said back in the days, he said, I briefly dated about 20 years ago when we were both single. So what? I have great respect for Senator Harris. I have to wonder if the same stories about her dating history would have been written if she were a male candidate, he wrote at the time. So they're sitting here trying to make it seem like she was having an affair with him when they were dating back in the day. And that's so crazy. Not much is known or has been reported about the pair's former romance. Furthermore, Distractify notes that their most popular outing or public appearance seems to have taken place in May 2001 when they attended the 8th annual race to erase multiple sclerosis alongside Williams' daughter, Ashley. So that's
but Donald Trump isn't a convicted rapist?
Yes, he is.
Oh.
And he hasn't cheated. Well, they say that he hasn't cheated his wife, but I'm almost certain that Donald Trump has cheated on Melania plenty of times. Do Melania even like him?
She don't like him. Y'all see how she came out at that convention?
Yesterday? Did y'all see the kiss at the convention?
No, it wasn't a kiss. She gave him her cheek.
Well, yeah, she
wanted to give him her ass to kiss, is what she wanted to do.
She went to go kiss him, and she went past his ear.
Yeah.
Because I'm almost certain that they do not even speak to each other. Yep. When she wrote her little endorsement letter of him, she didn't say nothing like, I love him, and he's the best husband or the best father or anything like that. Yep. He just said, we need to do something for democracy and for change. And whatever, blah, blah, blah. She don't like that, man. And the fact that people are using her past dating life from 2001 to talk about her ability to run this country with a complete great resume, education, experience, and everything like that is crazy.
But why is Montel Williams a bad person for her to date? Is he a criminal?
No, they're just saying that he was married at the time. But she's a home wrecker.
So he said
that they were both single. But you know, the rhetoric around it and the narrative around it is because he probably was married before, that she is a home wrecking whore who is outside doing things.
Well, ain't that what America is?
Hello.
Hello. That sounds very American to me. Anyway.
Here goes the kiss here, you guys. You don't want to show
Let's see the kiss of Donald Trump. This is loving. This is white love. Look at that.
What's that European?
She's like, get this goddamn envelope off your ear, embarrassing. Melania Ivania be like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Literally. I know that the president does better when they don't have a wife, and I don't have to do nothing but sit at home all day and throw an Easter parade on
She
the
don't
White
live in that house with him.
Nope. They live in separate bedrooms if they do. And as soon as Secret Service come in the morning, then they act like they was just outside.
You know, they let her boyfriend in. She probably dating one of the Secret Services.
That's why he almost got killed.
Exactly.
Hello.
Ooh. I see what you did there.
I'm just
She's
saying.
probably dating the Secret Service lady that just resigned.
Say that, and that's why she let it happen, because they know that if Trump gets elected, that same-sex marriage isn't going to be allowed no more. So they was like, we got to get him out. Let me tell y'all, we peep game.
We done figured it out.
That's his second wife.
Is it only his
third wife?
This is
His third wife.
And she was
because Ivanka, and then there was
the first baby mother.
The girl that has a little funny looking child for him.
Yeah, so he got 3 baby mamas.
Yeah.
This is a convicted felon with 3. Oh, he do relate to black people.
Ivanka was his daughter. I thought Ivanka was his daughter.
Ivania was her mother. Ivanka is
Oh,
the daughter.
Ivania.
Yeah. The daughter named after the mother. Ivanka and Ivania.
Let me tell you, Bobby smells wonderful. Kylie, how you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
I
haven't smelled
seen you in a while.
With your Crocs on. How you doing, Bobby Steele? What up? How you doing?
You put the steel in
See,
steels. I tell you.
he's a third wife. So he got third wife, third baby mama, a convicted felon, and being able to just be out here all willy-nilly. You see how it's stacked against us black people? You see us?
If he was smart, he would be like, I'm just like Obama.
But
I'm a black man too.
How?
He does not say that he just like,
And that's the thing. Obama got one wife.
Right.
He got one baby mama.
Right.
He been with her ever since college.
Exactly.
He didn't mail order her from anywhere.
Exactly.
But had it been Obama with even an ex-wife, then it would have been a problem. But this serial baby daddy, who probably don't even take care of his kids. Let me stop.
Kamala was in the race back
I know that.
2016, so all of her shit's already been vetted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We outside.
That's true.
We
all
outside
those,
with
all
it.
them little funny looking children that he done populated
It's
this world with.
inbreeding. Those all his wives and
Exactly.
sisters.
Barron ain't right. Something not right with him. He ain't good. And that little funny looking Tiffany one, Ivanka, the best thing he got.
Boy, I tell you. Anyhow, people, we gotta get up. We gotta get up out of here. Bobby Steele's show is up next here on Spark FM Online. Keep it locked 11 to 1. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow with anything that we've figured out since today. Have a good day. Be safe. Be great. It's Taco Tuesday. Have a taco.
I want a taco.
Me too. Let's do tacos.
All right.
Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
People station. What is that? Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to